HitFilm Express is a popular video editing software that is used to create videos, to trim them, to add effects, and to produce merges between different soundtracks that you might have recorded, so like a voiceover, and add videos together, such as when creating top 10 videos or a mix of videos together, for example with overlays. So HitFilm Express is easy to download and install. If you go to Google and you type in HitFilm Express, the first results that we get are adverts for other pieces of software. So if you scroll down, you are looking for the one that says fxhome.com, because they are the people that produce HitFilm Express. So if you click on that to download HitFilm Express, the website should look something like this. We can accept cookies to get rid of that, and as you can see, it is free video editing software with professional grade VFX tools that allow you to make awesome content. So if we click on the download for free button, we'll be taken over to the Express homepage. Now, as a free product, obviously it does take the developers a lot of time to produce, and many people get to this page and presume that it was clickbait to get them in and that they can't actually get it for free, because it does default to £17, and if you do pay £17 you do get these extra packs below depending on how much you are going to pay, which is well worth it. But if you just want to try it out and you're new to HitFilm Express, if you move the slider right down to the bottom, minimize the survey, you'll notice that it gets to 0 GBP. It does inform you to consider supporting Express, but you can now see that there's a download button. So if you click on that, it will actually allow you to download it for free. Now, what you need to do here is enter all your details in the form and select your age. And once you've done that, you'll be able to click the Send Me the Express download. As you can see, it's free, it's not going to charge us. And next you will actually get an email from them, which creating your account details, which will allow you to click on a link there, which will send you back to download the piece of software. So after a few minutes you should receive an email from HitFilm Express. Says your adventure awaits, and it has a button, Get Your Express Installer, which you then need to click on, which will take you to your own personalised link to download HitFilm Express. Now, if you haven't received the email in a couple of minutes or so, make sure that you have checked your spam folders, because it is often that the email from HitFilm Express goes directly into your spam folder, so do check both your spam or junk folders depending on your provider. Once you've clicked on that link, it will take you back to the FX Home website to a software install page. Now, as you can see, the link is fairly simple, so you might be thinking, well, why don't I just type that in instead and cut that out? And the main reason why you need to make sure that you follow through the process step by step is so that you do actually have an account registered, because even if you get to this page, you will be able to download the installer, but the issue is that you will actually need to activate the software as well, which is an important next step to make sure that you can use the full features of the software for free. So don't try and shortcut it, do make sure you register your own account. The first step, if you're already a HitFilm Express user, is to uninstall any existing copies that you have. Some of the more advanced installers actually uninstall any existing copies and detect them, but it is really important with HitFilm Express that you do uninstall the program manually from your system before you try to install this version now, to avoid any issues. Moving on to step 2, we're then going to download the installer. So there is installers for both Mac OS X as well as Windows. As we're on a Windows machine, we're going to click Download Windows Installer. Once you click that, you'll notice HitFilm Express does start downloading in the corner. It's a 440 megabyte file, so for most connections it will only take a couple of minutes or so to download before we can then start installing HitFilm Express. Now that the download's complete, we can double click on the installation file here to run it, which will then start saying that it's opening, and it will prepare the Windows installer. And if you click on the next button, there is the license agreement for you to read through if you're not familiar, which at the end that you have to accept the terms of the license agreement, which will activate the next button. And for most users, a typical installation will be fine. It will install it to your default hard disk with the default options enabled, which is suitable for the vast majority of users. So if we click on typical, the installation is now ready to begin. It does show us the shield in Windows, which means that we will need to authorize the installation using an admin account. So if we click on install, it'll take a couple of moments to trigger that. We'll press yes, and as you can see, the installation for HitFilm Express is pretty fast. You won't have to be waiting for long. It moves on, and whilst it's copying the new files here, HitFilm Express can be used for a variety of different tasks. So it can be used for simple video editing, it can be used to create montages, it can be used to splice together different music and video tracks. So it is a really powerful piece of software which you can get for free. And once the installation is complete, you will get a message which says Start HitFilm Express. So if we click Finish Now, the program starts loading up in the background, and in a few moments time you'll be ready to start creating your first videos using HitFilm Express. So the window loads up there, and you will be greeted with a welcome screen and a user guide to get started.